sing along and count numbers with Jury.
1、2、3。あれ？もう1回。よし、歌にしよう。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、そして10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、そして10。数字がわかったよ。
Numbers are something you'll use every single day in Japanese, so let's keep going a little further than the song did. We'll cover everything you need to count all the way up to 99. Now, here's the best part about Japanese numbers. Once you know 1 to 10, you basically already know how to count much higher, because Japanese just stacks the words together. Put a number straight after ju, and you're counting the teens. Ju-ichi is 10-1. Ju-ni is 10-2. All the way to Ju-kyu, 10-9. Put a number straight before Ju instead, and you're counting by tens. Ni-ju is 2-10. San-ju is 3-10, and so on up to Kyu-ju. Let's put this into practice with a real everyday example, talking about age. Here are two very different ages to try it out on. 9歳です. I'm 9 years old. 67歳です. I'm 67 years old. You might be wondering why we specifically taught you yon, nana, and kyu instead of their alternatives. Here's the thing. 4, 7, and 9 each have two different ways to say them in Japanese. Yon, or shi, both mean 4. Two valid readings for the same number. Nana, or shiji, both mean 7. Kyu, or ku, both mean 9. Both readings are correct, and you'll hear both in real life. But yon, nana, and kyu are the ones used most often in everyday situations, especially for things like prices and ages. So we taught you those three first. Here's something important to know. The numbers you learned today are actually just one of two number systems in Japanese. These are called Sino-Japanese numbers, and they're the ones you'll use most for money, ages, phone numbers, and time. There's a second system called native Japanese numbers, used for counting general objects and the first 10 days of the month. We're saving that one for a future lesson, so this episode stays focused. But keep an eye out for it. And finally, a fun bit of culture to send you off with. 4 and 9 are considered unlucky in Japan. This comes down to pronunciation. The alternate reading of 4, shi, sounds exactly like the word for death. And the alternate reading of 9, ku, sounds exactly like the word for pain or suffering. Because they sound the same, both numbers get avoided in things like hospital room numbers, hotel floors, and even gift sets. It's genuinely common to see a building skip straight from floor 3 to floor 5. A great example of how pronunciation alone can shape culture. And a fun fact to impress people with. Congratulations for finishing this episode, and thank you for watching. Download your free posters and workbooks now at learnwithjury.com. Keep your eyes peeled for new episodes coming soon. Like and subscribe to get notified as soon as they become available. See you again soon. Mata ne!